Use the spoon and scoop. What are we doing?
Making doggy treats.
Welcome back, everybody. We're making dog treats today. Okay, so we're making homemade dog treats. Abby is part of Girl Scouts, and she's trying to earn her pet badge. One of the activities was to make dog treats. So we're going to make dog treats. And we plan on, we're going to make them, we see how they come out. If they come out good, we're going to make enough, and we're going to try selling them at the farmer's market on Saturday.
$2, because we're giving one to the animal shelter.
Yep. We're going to sell them, and half the proceeds that we make off of these, we've decided that we're going to give to our local animal shelter. So, this one I found on Pinterest. It's pumpkin, peanut butter, eggs, and flour. So Abby has already added in the 2/3 cups of pumpkin. She has taken off on me again. Come here, Abby. No, come here. Now we got to do the peanut butter. Where did my peanut butter go? There it is. Okay, we need 1/4 cup of peanut butter. Don't use the pumpkin spoon. So now we need to fill that up with peanut butter. Okay. And of course, because Abby is making these, the other half of her will be her profit, and she gets to keep it all. Wipe it on the side of the cup.
We might give some to our neighbors because they have 3 dogs.
Yeah. We're going to have our neighbors, our dogs. We have 2 dogs that we're going to give them a treat for, and we're going to share some with our neighbors and see how their dogs like it. Okay. There is your 1/4 cup of peanut butter. So scrape it into there. Okay.
Chickies! Mom, look at them.
That's fine.
They're pecking at the tart.
Okay. So I gotta get something to crack the eggs into. Okay.
What was I
We
doing?
need 2 eggs.
No, I
have.
I want to crack.
How about you grab the glass measuring cup, and we'll use that to crack it into.
And to that. Oh, why is it so cold?
This was in the fridge.
Cracked.
Okay.
It cracked.
Okay, so stick your fingers in, gently pull it apart so you don't destroy it and get egg yolk everywhere.
What are the shells?
Did you get it in there? Okay. Now,
Check if you did.
pour it in.
Wait, you want to check if you didn't get any
Yeah.
eggshells in there?
Pour it in. Maybe your drink
What's
is right.
that white stuff?
Powdered egg. It's okay.
Ew.
And you always crack the eggs one at a time into a separate container.
Why?
1, you want to make sure you don't crack any eggshells in there. 2, you want to make sure that the egg is good. Sometimes when you crack an egg, it's not any good. If you crack a bad egg
Ew.
into what you're making, you've just ruined your entire recipe.
Ew. It splattered at me.
It did. You got egg white all over you.
Why do
Pour it in.
it leak?
Okay. And now we're going to put it.
Ew.
You plug it in.
I still didn't get it off.
Okay. And we're going to beat this on medium-high until it's all the way combined. So turn it to stir slowly. We don't want to jump right into medium-high. Do it. Okay. Now move it up to 4. One more. Okay.
Ew, it looks so gross. Yucky.
All right. So this is all mixed.
You.
Put the cat down. So now we need 2.5 to 3 cups of flour. The recipe we said. Put the cat down. The recipe I found says whole wheat flour, but I was looking up And it says that we can use all-purpose flour. I wanted to make sure that that was still good, and it says it is. So we're going to start with 1 cup.
I want to do it.
Okay. Without getting it all over my counter, even if you have to pour it from behind. Pour it in.
Oh my.
Yep.
Mom, I will do it.
That's why we have napkins. Okay.
And that's why it looks so gross.
Okay.
And it smells gross.
Okay, put that. Nope, don't put it in the sink. I need that again.
I don't.
Okay, put it down gently.
I broke it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mix it just, not too much. Leave it on 2. Okay. Just until incorporated. Okay. So it's still a little sticky.
More flour.
We're going to add another 1/2 cup of flour and see how it goes from there. Okay.
This is crunchy.
Leave it alone, please. Okay.
I stepped in egg yolk.
I should wipe it up. Okay. Okay.
Where did my Reese go?
Okay. Take it. Okay. Now you add in the 2½ cups, and you want to mix it just until it's combined. And then you want to see how sticky it still is. And if it's still kind of sticky, you add a little more flour to it. So it's got a little bit more stick to it, so I'm going to add 1/4 cup. I'm only going to fill this up halfway.
Ow. Looks like I broke my tooth.
And we'll see how it goes from there. Seems like it's getting pretty thick and not sticky, so let me get it off my paddle here.
We don't have any dog-shaped cookie cutters.
Nope, so we found an apple shape and a circle and a
One.
stick, kind of shape.
It's a 1.
It's a 1, it looks like a stick.
See? It's a 1.
If this comes out really well, then I'll buy a dog bone shaped cutter. Stop coming in here, Mama. So, and it's still really sticky, so I'm going to add the other 1/4 cup of flour.
Are you sure about that?
Yes. Because that would make 3 cups of flour. And we want to make sure it's not sticky. Because that's what it says. Mix until no longer sticky. And my bowl is jumping. Or my mixer is jumping. Okay. And it doesn't have as much stick on it anymore, so I think we're good. And I've got to set up a counter to flour the counter and roll this out and knead it. So give me a minute to do that and we'll be right back. Okay, so here is our dough. Let's flour the surface.
I want to do it.
Lightly flour, you don't want it too floured.
Wow, where'd the sun go?
Behind the cloud. Okay, I'm going to flour my hands while I'm at it. Oh, there's some light because the sun went behind the clouds. Okay. Yep. Because you don't want your hands to get stuck to this either.
Okay, can I have more then? Not even flour is on.
Okay. And we need to knead it.
Oh, I like to knead. It's like anything so.
Until it is stuck together.
I'm gonna do it.
Can you roll it? Knead it. You know how to knead? Yep. Push down to flatten it out again. Okay.
Yucky.
Yep. And then fold it the other way.
It's still sticking to me.
Yep.
Give me more flour. Now, move.
Push down. You gotta knead it so it gets stuck together.
1 second. I want to
Okay.
do it.
Ready? We want to roll it to about a 1/4 inch thick.
Can I do it?
No,
I already broke a bone before.
I know. But you also break my rolling pin and then I'll be upset.
You won't be upset I broke my foot.
Well, I'll be upset you broke your foot, but I'll be upset you broke my rolling pin too.
I broke my nose.
I know. Okay. Alright, so that's about good. Move this aside. Okay, hold on. Before you cut this, first of all, that's not the right side. There's a sharper side on cookie cutters that you cut. Okay, so we've got it rolled out, and we need a baking sheet that has parchment paper on it. This is our baking sheet, and I'll get the parchment paper. Oops, a little long. Get your cookie cutters, please. We're going to get our cookie cutter shapes that we're going to use. And we're going to start cutting.
No, I do it all.
Excuse you.
Fine.
Okay. Stop. If you have the right side. Do it as close to the edge as possible. And cut them as close as possible. Okay? You cut, and I'll put them on the tray.
Fine. Yuck. Got one.
Okay. Let me see. Okay, so this is round 1. Okay. I wouldn't eat it. I mean, I'm sure we can eat it. It's people safe. It's all regular foods, but I wouldn't taste it. So now we're going to, oh, you know what? We didn't preheat the oven. We're going to put the oven, we're going to bake these for about 20 to 25 minutes at 350 degrees.
Then can I go watch Donkey?
Okay. So we're going to get that going. We're going to keep cutting out some more and start rotating. And we'll come back when they're all done and out of the oven. Okay, we got them all made up. I put the first 2 batches in bags already, but this is what they look like. It's a little more on the chewy side. Probably should make this one a little longer. But this was the answer one. I got 9. A little far out. But out of that whole batch, we had 9 apple-shaped, 12 circles, and then we made a bunch of the little stick ones, and I believe that was 2 dozen of those. So that's not bad. So tomorrow, because this is how we're gonna bag them up, we're gonna do a dozen circles, a dozen apples, and a dozen and a half of sticks because they're a little bit smaller. We're gonna make more tomorrow. We gave 2 to our dogs already. They ate them really fast. We've got a couple here, not in a bag, that we're gonna give to our neighbors. See if they want to give them to their dogs. And see how they like them. And yeah, we'll make some more tomorrow. But I gotta get ready to get the other 2 from daycare. So that is it. Thanks for stopping in, and we'll see you tomorrow.